and you guys can see it's down straight, and gently go ahead and pull. This is what the curl former is looking like. Ew, it looks so cute. It's dry, it's soft, it's bouncy, it's shiny. That was exactly what we wanted. Okay, so curl formers is one of the most popular styles that I have on my channel, so I figured I would do another hairstyle but take it up a notch for you guys. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to use curl formers and perm rods to complete a curly natural hairstyle. Alright, so I am starting on freshly washed hair for this hairstyle, and a lot of people ask me, when you're using curl formers, can you start on dry or wet hair? It really does not matter. The hairstyle is going to turn out the same. It's the drying time that's really the difference. So if you are starting on wet hair, just like me, the drying time is going to be enhanced a little bit, or it's going to take a little bit longer for it to dry, obviously. And if you are starting on blown out hair, dry hair, again, the hairstyle will turn out the same. It's just going to take less time to dry. So here is my curls fresh out the shower, y'all. This is what we are looking like. So the first thing I want to do is go ahead and just make my sections. I'm going to have 2 sections in the front for like my 2 little perm rod sets that we're doing, and then 1 in the back. I guess you can call these like little puffs or whatever. And in the back, it's going to be the curl formers. All right, so first I'm just going to be using my parting comb. Yes, a parting comb is different from a rat tail comb. As you guys can see, there is a little indent or groove right up in here. This just makes for more precise parting. A lot of braiders actually prefer this as well. It's a little bit different than a traditional rat tail comb, and I actually prefer these a lot better. All I'm going to do is just make a nice part down the side, down the middle of my head. I should do something cool like a zigzag or something. That would be a lot of work, child. I ain't doing all that. We're going to do a straight line. Y'all want me to do a zigzag? Let me see if I can do a zigzag. See, it be y'all, okay? It be y'all. I know y'all be in the comments like, girl, why didn't you do no zigzag part? All right, y'all, so here's my part. It's the best I could do. I'm not good at parting. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and just bring this down like that, and we're going to go ahead and just section this off, because we're going to deal with this a little bit later. Like, I really tried and failed with the zigzag part. All right, so now that we have our 2 sections in the front together, I'm going to go ahead and section off the back so we can get started. I think I'm just going to break my hair down the middle. I'm going to put this half up and out the way. So for this section right here, this is the first section that we'll be working on, and what I'm going to do is just use my index finger to section off my first section. Now, I don't want it too thick or too thin, so I'm just gonna part off about that much, as you guys can see. Everything else is gonna get twisted and put up into a little knot, and this just helps the section stay hydrated. If I would leave it out like this, it would dry up and I would have to use more product to rehydrate, but keeping it in a little bun and clipped out the way will retain its moisture. Okay, so if you have never seen curl formers before, you are in luck, my friend, because I have a whole bag of these. I will have these linked below and where you can get them from. They're actually on Amazon, and the cool thing about curl formers is they come in different sizes. So if you have longer hair or shorter hair, you can order according to your hair size. I don't remember the size that I purchased, but I'll just go back into my Amazon store and link the exact ones that I got so you guys can get them too. Along with curl formers, you're going to also get these hooks. These are called hooks. You absolutely need these to install your curl formers. They actually come in 3 separate sections like this, and they're really easy to pop together, and it goes just like that. So moving on to products, I actually have here with me the As I Am Rose Water collection. This is their latest collection that they just dropped. I've been using it for a few weeks and I really like it, so I would recommend that you guys go out and try this as well. I'll make sure I have these products tagged below for you. This is the Rosemary Water, and then I also have the Rosemary Styling Mousse from As I Am. I may or may not be using the water depending on how dry my hair is. Usually the mousse is moisturizing enough to bring back the moisture in my hair, so we may or may not be using the water just yet. And last but not least, I have here with me a detangling brush. I just have so many detangling brushes that are new like this, and I just want to start to use them. Like, why not? They've just been hanging out in my drawer for months because I use other detangling brushes, and I'm like, girl, this is yours. You can open it whenever you want. So I'm going to be opening the Jenny Cap detangling brush. It says it reduces pulling, reduces damage on hair, ideal for defining curls and soft waves. And Jenny Cap is available in Walmart, and I'll also tag their website below if you want to check out any of their hairstyling tools. Here is the brush that we'll be using. Very typical. can see it's pretty rough, pretty stern, I should say. Pretty stern. So this is what we'll be using to help style our curls, and we are just about ready. Let me show you guys how to load the curl former on the hook so we can get started. All right, my friends, so before we even load the curl formers onto the blue hooks, I want to let you guys know that a few things. One, it's easier and faster to get through this hairstyle if you have multiple hooks. If you only have one or two, you're going to have to keep reloading them with the curl former to do your hair, and if that sounds confusing right now, you'll understand in a few minutes when we actually go through this. So make sure that you purchase multiple hooks. When you initially purchase your curl formers, there's going to be like 2 or 3 hooks that automatically come within the package. However, I always recommend that you can purchase additional hooks separately, and I'll have that link below as well, because like I said, the more hooks that you have, the quicker you can get through this hairstyle. And I know that's a big complaint for some people, that they don't want to do their hair because it takes too long. So I'm here to give you guys some tips and tricks on how to get through this a little bit quicker, friend. You just gotta pick up these nuggets that I'm dropping down. Just pick them up. So additional hooks, I will definitely have them linked below. Also, once you use all 4 hooks and they're black to the blue, before you move on with styling your hair, take a break and reload your hooks. So they should be loaded every time they're empty like this. And again, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about as we go through the hairstyle. But once you go through all 4 curl formers and they're back to this blue empty state or stage, you want to refill your curl formers, which we're about to do right now. It just makes the process move a little bit more quicker when you kind of have that system down pat. As soon as they're all empty, fill them back up, keep going. Okay, let me show you guys how to fill these curl formers up. We're gonna load them. Let's go. Another thing, people ask me, does it matter what color goes on what side? Curl formers come in all different colors. Surprisingly, if you go on Amazon, you will see they're not just in pink and in orange. They come in different colors. However, you can see that if you guys look closely, the spirals are going in opposite directions. You can see that this one's kind of going this way and this one's going the opposite way. So depending on how you want your spirals to look, it's going to depend on what side you put your curl former on. Now, I really don't care what side. I just want to make sure that all the orange is on one side and all the pink is on the other. Looking at the curl former, it's totally fine if I put pink on this side and orange on this side. I think one time I had it mixed around. It really doesn't matter. I just wouldn't recommend mixing and matching them all on one side, because again, you can see that the curl formers are going in 2 different directions if you pay attention to the springs. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but they're going in 2 different directions. That's why I said it really doesn't matter what side you put them on color wise. Just don't do them together like this on one side, because you'll have your curls kind of going all different ways and you don't want that. Uniform. So pink on one side, orange on the other. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and load these up. So I'm going to be starting with I'll start with orange. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take 4 of my orange curl formers. All you have to do is find the opening. It does not matter what side you start on, because they're the exact same. You want to go ahead and pierce. So you don't even have to pierce it. You're going to be sliding the blue hook right through here, just like that. You don't have to pierce it or anything. As soon as you start to slide it, it'll automatically open, and then slide it down onto the curl former. That is how you load your curl former with the hook. Or that's how you that's how you load your curl former onto the hook. And we're gonna do that 4 more times, well, 3 more times. And like I said, the more curl former, the more hooks you have, the quicker this is gonna go, baby, because you're not gonna have to stop and keep reloading as often if you have more curl formers or more hooks. Child, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Keep up, friend, keep up. It's okay, you know I'm trying to say, friend. So I'm just going ahead and piercing these through just like that, and we are all ready to go. Now we have 4 curl formers on the hooks, and like I said before, once all of these are empty, there's no more orange, you're going to want to go ahead and reload them before you keep trying to style your hair. As soon as you're done with that last one, reload it immediately, instead of like trying to keep going and then you have the mousse in and you're all detangled and you're ready to go, and then you forgot that you didn't load the hook with the curl former. So that's why I say do it immediately as they're all empty, and then you should be good to go. All right, y'all. y'all, we are finally ready. This side has already dried up because I've been talking to you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray it with a little bit of this Wotal. Okay. Oh, there's a stream and there's a spray. Let's see what the differences look like. This is the spray. Ooh, it's cold. All right, it smells good too. And this is the stream. Okay, so the stream is a little bit more like thicker, I should say. I don't know if you guys saw that come out or not, but the stream came out like a stream, honey, but the spray came out like a mist. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the spray. Oh, I love that. I'm just gonna bring a little bit of moisture back into the hair. Not doing too much because we're about to come in with some mousse, honey. So here is the mousse that we're gonna be using. Again, it's the styling mousse. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna start off with just 2 pumps. Actually, 2.5. All right, that was probably closer to 3. Go ahead and moisturize your section with that foam. Place the styling product all on the hair. I always start with those roots and then I work my way down. Remember not to use too much. You guys saw I went in with like 2.5 to 3 pumps. Not even. Like, don't use too much. The products are always buildable. You can add, but you cannot take away once it's in your hair, honey. So don't add too much. So I lowered you guys so you guys can see the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and start with detangling. Now, I did detangle in the shower, so I'm not expecting many tangles, but we do want to make sure this is as fine as we can get it. Now, I am going to be putting 2 curlformers back here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take this section and separate it into 2, because I did say we're going to be putting 2 curlformers back here. All right, so step 1, you want to twist your roots about 1/2 inch down. So I'm just going to start to twist my roots till I come down. Now, the reason that I like to twist my roots is because it's easier for me to hook it on that way. If my roots were all over the place, I tried to hook it on, I may snag hair by accident. Just make sure you wrap it about 1/2 inch down before you go ahead and hook it on. Now, when you do hook it onto your hair, you want to make sure that this opening right here is facing up. Hopefully you guys can see that. You see how the opening is facing up towards the ceiling. If I would face it down, then some hair can potentially fall out and it's not going to work. So by having the opening facing up, nothing can fall out of the hook. So go ahead and take your hook and hook it on facing upward, just like that. And then I'm going to push the hook all the way to the scalp until I can't anymore. It's all the way to the scalp. I'm going to take my hand and just hold it so it cannot come loose. It's all the way to the scalp. And I'm going to start to push that curlformer up. So the curlformer is covering the hook entirely. And then go ahead and push it up at the bottom and pull it through, just like that. Okay, you guys can see that it is all the way in on my scalp, and it doesn't really slip around either. Once it's on here, it's on here. I hear some people saying that they're slipping. Maybe you just need to wear a bonnet or a net or protect your hair with a scarf so it doesn't slip around, but I don't really have problems with it slipping, and it's probably because of my technique that I'm using. Once I push it all the way up to my scalp and then lock it in there, it's on my scalp. Like, it ain't moving, friend. It ain't moving. All right, so we are 1 curlformer down. And we have 3 still loaded up. I am going to put a little bit more of my mousse on this section just because it dried up just a tad. And I'm also going to go ahead and brush, just making sure we're good. And once you start to get the flow of this, it's going to go by much faster. But step 1, again, you want to just twist your roots about a 1/2 inch down. And now what I'm going to do is take my hook, make sure it's facing up. I'm going to go ahead and hook it onto my hair and push it all the way up to my root, just like that. Now I'm just going to make sure this is held in place with my hand so this can't move at all. And I'm going to go ahead and cover the hook by pulling it up. And what I'm going to do now is release my hand and pull the curlformer through. Now, I don't know what happened. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I have no idea what just happened. Alright, I got it that time, y'all. Okay. We was struggling, but we gonna figure it out for real, for real. Alright, let me show you guys that again in slow motion. I don't know what happened, but we fixed it. Alright, so I'm gonna take out my next section. Again, I'm just using my pointer finger, my index finger, and I'm taking out a nice sized chunk. Not too thick, not too thin. think that's good right there. I love that the section that I'm not using is still moisturized because I'm locking all that moisture in that bun. All right, so here's our next section. Right now I'm just gonna hit it with some mousse. We're going in with 3.5. And I love that I can work it down. Like, I'm not adding any additional product. I'm just working what's at the top, and I'm kind of squeezing it just a touch to move it down, making sure that section is evenly distributed before we go in with our detangling brush. And then I started at my ends, working my way up. Alrighty, so here's our next section right here. Nice, pretty, moisturized, and ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and take out my first chunk of hair. Let's go back here. Yeah, we'll just do 2 again. All right, so these 3 are on. I have 1 left. Let me show you guys that again. Now, what I'm gonna do is just comb this out, or detangle this out, brush it out. Take my last one, and I'm gonna go ahead and just take my hair, twist it around the root, about a 1/2 inch down. Hook is facing up. Gonna go ahead and pop that in there and push it all the way up to my scalp. All I'm gonna do is cover that hook. As you can kind of see, push it up and pull it through. This might be a little bit too much hair that I'm trying to pull through, and I'll tell you guys in a second why the Curlformer keeps breaking in a couple different scenarios of why you might not be successful. One of the reasons is because it's probably too much hair that you're trying to pull through. If it is, just separate the section in half and do it again. The thinner the section, the easier it is. It's going to be able to go through. Now, I don't have any more hooks, so before I can continue, I need to grab 4 more Curlformers. See why it's better to have a lot more Curlformers than not a lot? And I need to go through and put all this on. Sorry, I think that's an airplane or a helicopter. Alright, hooks are now reloaded, and I can continue with this section right here. Now all I'm going to do is twist again at the roots, twist pretty tightly, and I'm going to take my first one, hook is facing up, push it on there, cover your hook, push it up at the bottom, and just pull it through, just like that. Y'all see that? The less hair that you have trying to pull it through, the easier it's going to glide. If you have a really thick section, the hook might break, as you guys just saw. Another reason that the hook might break is because you're trying to pull it through at a weird angle and the hook is just not working with you. Another reason that it can break is because your hair might be caught somewhere and you're trying to pull it through and it's not working, it's actually hurting you. Then you need to take it out and redo it. Unfortunately, the hooks break more than not break, but like they undo or unsnap themselves a little bit more than I would like them to. And again, when that happens, it's probably just because you're pulling at a weird angle, you're trying to pull too much hair through. You just have to kind of figure out what the problem is, adjust and redo it, and you should be good to go. That's why I don't make my sections too big. So here's my next section. I'm just gonna go in with some mousse. 2.5 to 3 pumps is more than enough. This is a really good styler, by the way. Just the fact that it's so spreadable, it has a lot of slip to it, and I can drag it down my hair. Like, I don't need to put any extra on my ends or anything. Alrighty, and now I'm just gonna go ahead, and you guys can see, like, it kind of brought back so much moisture. It was really kind of frizzy and like all over the place, and now it's a little bit more uniform. Let me go ahead and start at the ends and work my way up. Again, I don't really have any knots, so that's what we're looking like. Let me go ahead and start with my first section. It's super easy. You just twist, baby. As soon as you start to get it down, you can go a little bit quicker, pushing it over the hook, pulling it through, just like that, y'all. Break this down in half. Go ahead and twist. Take your hook, hook it, make sure it's facing up, cover your hook, cover that blue part, you don't see anything there, pull it through. And the thinner these pieces are, the easier they're going to be able to get through. Again, hook it up and go ahead and just pull it through, just like that. We are rocking and rolling now, but guess what? All of our hooks are empty. I'm going to buy more hooks. I want to get like 10 of these joints because I don't want to keep stopping. You have to keep stopping every single time your hook is empty. So like it would really suck if you only had like 2 of these, which I think Curlformers only come with 2. So like I said, take advantage of the link that's below so so you guys can get yourself some additional hooks. Also, what helps me is keeping all of my Curlformers like in my Shein bags or Fashion Nova bags, gallon bags, whatever you may want to call them. Not just my Curlformers, but I keep all my hair tools in separate bags, and just keeps everything a little bit more organized. All right, y'all, so here's how we are looking so far. I got all of them installed. It really didn't take that long. I think without me explaining it and just shooting it through, it shouldn't take more than like 15 or 20 minutes to get this done, especially because we're not even doing the front. We're about to do the front and perm rods, so the back took no time at all. Let's go ahead and hop into this front section. I'm going to be using a soft brush. I also need a little ponytail holder, and I have the smoothing gel from As I Am. This is going to be used to smooth down my hair. So this is going up into like a high little bun situation. Alright, y'all, at the last minute, I'm not feeling the zigzag. I ain't feeling the zigzag. It's crooked and I just don't like it. So we're gonna go back to traditional part, how I had it. Alright, y'all, so this is how we're looking. It actually looks really cute. Look at my little hair. So let's go ahead and put some perm rods in this section right here. The first thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and separate it out to my first little perm rod. Alright, so I just have my first little section. Very, very tiny little bit of mousse that we're going to go in with because it's not a lot of hair. Take that back. I need more. I did like a little half pump. Little tiny little guy. And what I'm going to do is brush this out, and I have a perm rod right here, and this is the I guess you could say beige. There's so many different colors, there's so many different sizes, so you just have to find the right perm rods that work for you. The orange and like beige ones work really, really good for me, like as far as like size wise, because you want to make sure that you're getting the right size. So I'm just taking the perm rod, I'm putting it right on my ends. I'm just making sure my ends are nice and snug. I am going to go ahead and ravel over my ends before I start to wrap my hair, just like that. I'm twisting my hair around this rod until I can't go any farther, and then I'm going to go ahead and secure it. Little top piece just like that. Okay. Alright, y'all, taking that out. We're going to go ahead again, and we're going to go in with a one pump. I feel like that was too much. Hey y'all, alright, my bad, my camera died, but I did go ahead and finish up this side. As you can see, we have the Curlformers in the back, the perm rods in the front. I'm nervous. I hope this turns out, like, I hope I have enough hair in the front. Like, I'm just thinking about everything that can go wrong. Like, hopefully this hairstyle turns out cute, but if not, you know we always will be finessing it. Comment below if you guys learned a thing or two about Curlformers and maybe how to install them, and if you followed along with my best installation techniques. And make sure you guys are following me if you want to see more hairstyles like these. My name is Aaliyah, and I do all things heat-free hairstyles like rods, rollers, Curlformers, perm rods, flexi rods. I got you, friends. Stay tuned. Alright, y'all, so I'm going to go ahead and knock out the other side off camera, and I will be back when it's finished. Hey, y'all. Alright, so I just finished the other side. Didn't take long at all. This is how we are looking, friend. I'm so excited. I think it's going to turn out cute. Look, like nice little curly hairstyle, you know, super cute, super easy. That's how we do it over here. What I'm going to go ahead and do is allow this to dry. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be sleeping in this hairstyle. So right now it is 6:25, as you guys can see. It actually is December 31st. I'm not doing anything for New Year's Eve or New Year's or whatever. All right, y'all, so like I said, I'm going to go ahead and let this dry. I'm just going to be chilling out for the rest of the night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Fingers crossed this turns out cute, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. All right, guys, deuces. Hey y'all, and welcome back. It is the next day, and I'm pretty sure my hair is 100% dry. I just allowed it to air dry for about 24 hours, and we're back. If you want to speed up the drying time, you definitely can sit under a hooded dryer or get yourself an attachment blow dryer. You can sit under that as well. But without further ado, I am ready to take these down, and let me show you guys exactly how I'm going to do it, so keep watching. Okay, so before you start, you are going to want to have the original bag that you took your curlers out of, just to put them right back in once you take them down. It just helps me stay organized. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this side down first, and then we're going to go and take this side down, probably off camera. So this is how you take down curl formers. All you want to do is grab your first curl former, and I like to start somewhere in the front where I can see, and then I'm just going to go ahead and make it straight by dragging my finger down like that, and you guys can see it's down straight, and gently go ahead and pull. As you guys can see, this is what the curl former is looking like. Ew, it looks so cute. It's dry, it's soft, it's bouncy, it's shiny. That was exactly what we wanted. Okay, and like I said, you just want to go ahead and start to pull them out. You're just going to make them straight, just like that, and gently start to tug at the curl former, and you see a pretty curl will be released, y'all. That is beautiful from roots to ends. Now I am going to go ahead and take out all of the orange curl formers, and then we'll go back and separate. And remember, when you take them out, put them back in the bag, friend. I promise you it will make cleanup so much easier. There used to be curl formers like all over my room, but now I got it down packed. So I'm just going to go ahead and again pull. And I'm not pulling hard at all, and I can always go ahead and readjust the curl if I need to. It's like a little phone coil. Once it gets messed up, you got to go in and like coil it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep going. Nice and gentle. You can see these curls, y'all. They're so delicate. They're so soft and shiny. They're so beautiful. All I'm gonna do is just keep pulling them out. Y'all, I very much so feel like a little Barbie doll, or like a little, I don't know, Bratz doll or something. This is so freaking cute. OMG. I don't even want to separate them. That's how like pretty they are. And I'm gonna go ahead and start separating. Now it is best that you use oil when you're separating, but I've been on like my no oil no butter journey, and it's been going phenomenal. I'm actually gonna do a separate video on that, so if you guys want to hear more about me choosing not to use oils and butters in my hair and how my hair has been reacting, then make sure you stay tuned for, I guess, the next video. I'm gonna tell you guys soon, real soon. I'm clipping most of them up out the way very gently, and then I'm just going to go ahead and start to focus on the back section. What I want to do is separate now, so all I'm going to do is go in and feel where it kind of naturally wants to separate at. You have to be really gentle during the separation process. You don't want to like ruin your curls or pull too hard, but I am going to go ahead and just tug very gently. Alright, y'all, and you guys can see that is the curls so far. Alright, y'all, so I just got done taking out all of the orange curl formers, and I also went ahead and separated as well. This is how we are looking. Y'all, it is so bouncy, so curly. I love that, and the best part is the curls are going to start to fall as the days prolong. OMG, this is so pretty. And we're not even done yet. We still have to take down the top section, which we are about to do right now. I'm nervous. I hope it's full enough. That's what like my goal is. So like I said, I'm just going to start by unpopping the cap, and I'm going to unwind in the opposite direction. Just like that. And again, we have a beautiful perm rod set as well, and we're going to do that over and over again until all of the perm rods are taken down. So again, just unwinding in the opposite direction to get that beautiful perm rod curl set. Okay, so you can see all the little baby perm rods are right here. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is start to separate them one by one. And I'm really going to focus on separating because I want to get some nice volume in the front. Alright, y'all, you can see we are making good progress. You barely can tell the difference between the perm rod and the curl former. It's kind of like what I wanted. I wanted it to all blend, which it's blending beautifully. My arms are burning. My arms are burning trying to separate these perm rods, baby, or these curls. I just want a lot of volume, so I'm separating relatively tiny. I broke down the perm rod probably like 10 to 15 times. You cannot even tell that there is a difference between the curl formers and the perm rods. Can you? You guys can see it's definitely separated right here. So I have my little poof in the front, curly curls in the back. Alright, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is just take out the other side, and then you guys will be able to see the final reveal. But if you are learning something, if you're enjoying yourself, if I'm entertaining to you, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. My name is Aaliyah, and I love showing you guys how to do heat-free hairstyles like curl formers and perm rods, so stick around for more. Hey y'all! Alright, so I am back, and as you guys can see with the smile on my face, I think this hairstyle was a huge success. I'm so happy with the results. I think the curls look phenomenal, and I like that I can take it out of these two ponytails if I want to and do something different if I need to, which I probably will over the next few days. Maybe do like a top bun or just take it out and shake it out. Girl, we're gonna figure it out, okay? But for right now, we're gonna leave the hairstyle just like this. I think it looks perfect, and comment below, what do you think? Would you guys try this hairstyle? Alright y'all, so you guys have seen it from start to finish on how I do this really cute hairstyle. If you guys have any special requests, let me know. I'll try anything you guys want. I ain't gonna say anything now. I'll try some of the stuff that you guys request if you guys want to see it. And make sure you're subscribed. My name is Aaliyah. This is as always Aaliyah, where we always keep it real. I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.